They say love is blind, but what happens when the person you love the most blinds you with lies? This is Leah's story, a story of love, betrayal, and finding strength when your world falls apart. My name is Leah. I'm 28 years old, and if you had asked me 3 years ago what my biggest dream was, I would have said, to find love that feels like home. And then I met Adrian. He wasn't just handsome, he was magnetic. The kind of man who walks into a room and suddenly everyone notices, but he only noticed me, or at least that's what I believed. We met at a friend's birthday party. I still remember the way his eyes locked onto mine. He said, "You must be Leah. I've heard about you." From that moment on, I felt like I had stepped into the beginning of a fairy tale. He sent flowers to my office. He called me every morning just to say, "Good luck with your day, sweetheart." At night, we'd talk until we both fell asleep. Adrian wasn't just my boyfriend, he was my best friend, my biggest supporter, my everything. We made promises. He told me, "I can't wait to make you my wife," and I believed him. Every word, every smile, every kiss. For almost 2 years, I thought I was living in a dream, but then little cracks began to show. Adrian started working late. He started traveling more, and suddenly the man who once couldn't stop texting me back was leaving my messages unread for hours. At first, I made excuses for him. He's busy, he's stressed, he still loves me. But deep down, my heart whispered, something is wrong. One night, while Adrian was in the shower, his phone lit up on the table. I glanced at it without meaning to. A message from an unknown number read, "I miss your touch already. Last night was perfect, my stomach dropped, my hands shook, my heart broke." I opened the chat. There were pictures, messages, words I had never heard from him, words he was giving to someone else. I felt the world spin around me, the man I trusted more than anyone, the man who swore he wanted forever with me. Had been cheating. When he walked out of the shower, I confronted him. Tears streamed down my face as I asked, "Why, Adrian, why would you do this to me?" For a moment, his face fell. Then he sighed and said words I'll never forget. "Leah, I didn't mean to hurt you, but I don't love you anymore. I've found someone else." It was as if a knife had pierced my chest. I wanted to scream, to beg, to ask him how he could throw away everything we had built. But instead, I stood there in silence, watching the man I loved destroy me without hesitation. That night, I cried until there were no tears left. I thought about all the times he told me, "You're my only one." All the times he swore he couldn't live without me. And I wondered, was it all a lie? Was I never enough? For weeks I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I avoided people, even my friends. I replayed every moment in my head, looking for signs I missed. But then, slowly, I realized something. Adrian's betrayal said nothing about my worth. It said everything about his character. His lies didn't mean I was unlovable. They meant he wasn't capable of real love. And in that painful truth, I found strength. I picked myself up. I started focusing on my dreams again. I rebuilt my life piece by piece, and though the scars are still there, I no longer see them as weaknesses. They are proof that I survived, because here's the truth. Being cheated on isn't the end of your story. It's just the end of their chapter in your life. Today, I no longer cry over Adrian. I no longer wonder why he left. Because I know, sometimes people leave not because you lack something, but because they were never meant to stay, and one day I will find a love that doesn't betray me, a love that doesn't lie, a love that feels like home, the kind I always dreamed of. Until then, I carry my story, and I share it, hoping that maybe someone out there who's hurting, someone who feels broken like I once did, will hear these words and remember, you are more than someone's betrayal, you are more than their lies, you are worthy of a love that stays. So tell me, if the person you loved the most betrayed you, would you give them another chance, or would you finally give yourself one?